Well, a very good evening to you. It's very late here in the UK. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here live on the stream. It's Tim's a Pilot, twitch.tv out of the UK, and of course Jetstream TV on YouTube. We're here in the Bell Ranger today, a helicopter. I've only flown this a couple of times. We're actually on the ground at the refuelling pad at parking Bay 10 at Lambedeur, the military RAF base in North Wales, just to the south of Porthmadog and just to the north of Barmouth on the west coast of North Wales, just below the Lynn Peninsula. We're just going to go on a scenic flight. Lovely weather. I've specified the weather today. We're just going to have some low-lying cloud. The real world weather is atrocious. It's just thick rain and grey clouds, so you can't see nothing. Thank you for joining us. Without further ado, let's get this engine started, if I can remember how you do it. Bear with me, we'll just get into the cockpit. Is it Control Shift E? Or is it Shift E or just Control E? There we go, Control E. That'll do us. Power's coming up. So we're going to take off initially, just hover around, and then we're going to be heading north, just up to Harlech, and we'll see the 11th century castle. Harlech, we'll do some flying around there, maybe even try and land inside the grounds of Harlech Castle. Then we'll make our way up to Porthmadog and then head back across the Rhinog Mountains in the Snowdonia mountain range, and down across some of the lovely mountain lakes that they've got there, some of the incredible scenery around Barmouth Bay and the estuary that leads you up to Dolgethley and Bala. Should make for a wonderful flight. Incredible scenery. So thank you very much indeed for joining us. Without further ado, guys, let's get into the cockpit and let's go flying. What's it doing? Is it actually flying? Is it going to let us go or what? Bear with me a minute, guys. Got to figure this out. There's no engine noises, just weird noises. What's going on? Why aren't we taking off, guys? Bear with me. Why won't it take off? Tell you what we'll do, we'll go into slew mode, and that normally kicks it in unless we just crash straight away, but there's only one way to find out, isn't there? That's one way of doing it. Should we see if that works? Get us up to altitude so we don't crash straight away. There we go. Yeah, we're flying. That's good. That'll do us. Okay, so without further ado, there is Lambedeur and the airport here. Just have a quick scan at the mountains. Beautiful scenery. I don't know what that beeping noise is, guys. Hopefully it'll go. So here's Shell Island, Europe's biggest campsite. Just take you for a quick spin near there. There's absolutely no engine noise. There must be a bug with this. I don't know what's going on. There's the sand dunes of Shell Island. There's no engine sound at all. What's going on? Are we actually flying this thing? Don't think we are. There's no power. What's going on? I tell you what, should we come out and go into the other helicopter? That's probably easier, isn't it? Back to main menu. We'll restart this with a different helicopter. Sorry guys. So let's try that again. There we go. Nice morning, nice early morning. We'll go with custom weather, and we'll have a few clouds. Done. Close that. Change the time. Want early morning. About 10 AM should be nice. All good. Let's change our aircraft. Let's go to the... Should have gone in that in the first place, to be honest with you. The Gwynedd Cabri G2. Why won't it let me fly now? What's going on? Oh, because I've not selected... I'll tell you what, we'll just go on the runway. We'll just start on the runway. That'll be easier, won't it? Right, let's go flying. Sorry about the delay, guys. 8 minutes into the stream, but we'll figure it out. A lot of the places on these screenshots I've actually never visited in the sim, to be honest with you. So anyway, without further ado, here we are. This is where we want to be. Yes, that's more like it, isn't it? Check our views. Yeah, we're on the runway. Lovely clear day, very sunny indeed. Nice. Okay, so do we want that view or do we want that view? We'll go with that view and we'll switch it up if we need to, guys. Right, without further ado, let's take off. Let's go and check out Harlech Castle. First of all, we'll check on Shell Island, Europe's biggest campsite, which is just off in this direction. It is very interesting because it is blocked off by the tide, believe it or not, and the tide is in at the moment, as you can see. So the causeway brings you round here. There is a road there, you can see that road brings you in past the airbase, and that road there takes you across to the campsite itself. And that's where the road brings you in, guys. You can see that road. See the way it's under the water? That's because the tide's cut it off. But this is the campsite, guys. You can see all the tents and stuff in the field. Europe's biggest campsite, believe it or not. is the main pubs and the buildings of the campsite. There's a lovely pub on site there, which I do believe is this building right here. That's the pub right there that we're hovering over now. Right, come on, let's get over to Harlech Castle and have a good look round. Let's take the coastal route. There is the castle dead ahead, guys, you can just see it. Let's hope it's been modelled nicely and we can attempt a landing inside the actual castle itself. The view from this road, the coast road here, the view is absolutely stunning as you go around this bend. We'll just find that road. There is the coast road that takes you up into Harlech town itself. And as you make a right hand turn there, the cars, as you make a right hand turn around here, the view is absolutely incredible across this bay down overlooking Harlech beach. And there is the view I'm talking about, guys. Look at that beach. That is incredible, isn't it? Look at that. Stunning. Very, very true to life as well, I may add. And I've been there hundreds of times. Let's go and check out the castle. Just go into the nose cam, gives us a better view. Oh, easy tiger, nearly lost it. Where is the castle? Where's the castle? Bear with me. The castle should be here. Why is it not there? There's the castle. 11th century castle. I think it was Edward who built it, if memory serves correct from reading the placard. But yeah, believe it or not, the ocean actually come up to the base. Used to come up to the base of this castle, and there's like a dock where the old galleons and ships used to pull up. So it shows how much the sea level has decreased over the years. But yeah, you can see that there's little stairways down the side of this cliff here, and the boats used to park at the bottom. Yeah, it's very accurate. That's been modelled beautifully. Actually feels as if you're there. It's that close to the money, to be honest. And it's even got the walkway across from the car park and the pub opposite. That's fantastic. Built in the 11th century, guys. Even the inside of the castle's correct. Wow, it's even got the little benches and everything. Look at that, someone's done a great job on this. Look at that. Oh, let's watch that turret. Easy tiger, easy now. Let's have a good look round. How lovely. The views, man, it's unreal, isn't it? What a beautiful part of the world. That's absolutely magnificent. That, guys and girls, is Harlech Castle. I'm just going to get a nice view off here now, just for the thumbnail for the YouTube video, guys. Bear with me a minute. Let's see if we can get a nice shot a bit lower down here of the castle with the mountains in the background. Get a bit closer up to the castle there now, get ready for a screenshot. That should do us nicely. Beautiful. Right, so let's head back along the mountain range and back to the Rhinog Mountains and then over to Barmouth itself. The mountains, man, isn't that incredible? Beautiful scenery, and it's absolutely true to life as well. I can vouch for that. Let's get up a bit higher so we know where we're going. Let's have a look for the airfield again. There is the runways of Lambert Airport. So we need to be heading this way now to go up to the lakes in the Rhinog Mountains. Just over that way. The only problem is this helicopter isn't very fast. We'll keep it low down to the ground. It gives us more of a sense of speed, and it gives you a great closer look at this beautiful, beautiful part of the world. So this big hill here, there's a fantastic walk that takes you up to a number of different lakes in the Rhinog Mountains, which is just above, I think it's Talibont and Lanbedra. And just round the side of this mountain is a lovely clump of forest, which I'll never forget. It's the first time I ever did this walk with my dad many years ago, and I was only a young lad at the time, early teenage years, and I remember seeing this forest and thinking, I want to go to that forest at some point and visit it, and I still to this day haven't walked up to that forest. But just round the side of this mountain you will see it, guys. There is the pathway up. So that's the start of the walk. And on the side of the mountain here, you will see the forest I'm referring to, which is that one at the top. Very, very true to life. So this is the main pathway that takes you up to the lakes. There's a reservoir dead ahead. There is another smaller lake here off to our right hand side. Which is here. And that building shouldn't be there because it definitely isn't like that. If anything, it'll be an old farm building. That doesn't exist. I'd love to remember the name of these lakes, but yeah. There's myself and my friends did a hike and we called it Operation Four Lakes, and this is the first lake you come to, guys. And then we made our way. In fact, I might as well fly the route that we hiked, and this is all marshland and bog, and I went in to one of these real boggy sections just around this corner to the right in, nearly up to my knee, and that was it. Hiking boots, socks, everything absolutely saturated for the remainder of the day. And believe it or not, we were hiking for 13 hours on this day. We were due to camp out. At the end of it, we got to Lake 4 and that was it. We were done, absolutely shattered. So we ended up back in the caravan. So yeah, all the way up here we came, and then here is the reservoir, Lake 2. Should be a little shed or like a little boathouse. There used to be a boathouse right here. In fact, you can see it there, just flat on the 2D map. There is the little boathouse. And the walkway to get around the lake. Believe it or not, without taking that pathway, there's a shortcut that takes you, which is quite treacherous to be fair, right around this rocky section here. You can see the little pathway there. Takes you around the edge of the lake. What a stunning place, beautiful reservoir. And then the climb continues up, and it's around about here where these streams are, where I went in up to my knees. You keep ascending, keep ascending. Lots of false horizons, and if memory serves me correctly, just over this next horizon is lake number 3. And right on the money, knowing the area, there is lake 3. Beautiful. What a beautiful, untouched part of the world. And when you're here, when you're at this lake and you look back where you've come in, look at that. Isn't that incredible? The Lynn Peninsula off in the distance. Wonderful. Then we made it up here. We climbed straight up. We were absolutely shattered at this point. And around about this part here, we went over the top. The views, I actually got severe vertigo looking down there, which was ridiculous, and we had to scramble down this rock face, I do remember. And it was a sheer drop, as you can see, but we had to scramble down there. And the vertigo off this was unbelievable, massively. Then we traipsed around here for a bit, got a bit lost. Well, look at that, Cadair Idris off in the distance there. Then we made our way down here to this bit, and then ventured down to the 4th lake where we was going to pitch up for the night, which is here. They must have done a considerable amount of logging, because this was dense forest all around the lake. What a lovely spot. I must return and camp on the edge of this one day. In fact, I'll definitely be doing that. And then, guys and girls, we followed one of these logging roads out of the forest and the woodlands. So let's see if we can just track this path here. We can just follow that road down through this valley. This is what we ended up walking with, a couple of stone on our backs, about 70 litres, 70, 80 litre backpacks on our back, and we hiked all of this way back where we'd strategically parked one of the cars earlier in the day, and ended up driving back. I think we met this road here, which if you follow that down, that brings you out near the toll road that takes you across to Furbourn, just at the beginning of the estuary at Barmouth. And as we come out here, we'll fly up towards Barmouth Beach, which you'll be able to see. What an incredible part of the world this is. There is the road. We hiked all the way along that road. That was a serious hike, that. I think that's the furthest I've ever gone with weight on my back. It's definitely going to bring us out somewhere. It's got to. I didn't realise we'd hike that far, to be honest with you. Wow, look at it. Yeah, there's the road. Just follow that road down. That takes you to a little village and out to the toll bridge, which is just here now beneath us, and out to the estuary. There is the little village. The car was parked down here somewhere. Yeah, just here, and then that brings you out onto the main coast road. So there is the estuary, guys and girls. What a wonderful place. Cader Idris up there. And then we'll fly back along the coast up to Barmouth towards Barmouth Bridge. But yeah, that was some hike. You can even see how far into the estuary we are. So that was some doing on these two legs that day. Never forget it. Ran out of water. I was drinking bog water. I was that thirsty. It was definitely a memorable trip. But look at this, guys. Stunning. Oh, that church is real as well. That's been modelled. Somebody's gone to town on this area. One of the developers must know it well, because that church is actually there as well. Look at that for a coast road, guys, and the drive. Remarkable, beautiful part of the world, it really is. I won't follow the road all the way around because it does tend to twist and turn a lot, but yeah, it goes all the way up there, the road. We'll take a shortcut. There's the road again now. We'll just rejoin the road there. What a wonderful part of the world. Stunning coastlines. And there's all these areas just down by the estuary where you could pitch a tent. And to be fair, I think I'm going to do some wild camping along this stretch of estuary this summer. There is the coast road again. Look at that for a view. Stunning. There is Barmouth Bridge coming up now. And the old clock tower, which is built in the 1700s. It was a gunsmith from Birmingham that built this place, and that is it just there, guys. The clock tower. There is Barmouth Bridge. There is one of the harbours that takes you up and over into the town. There is the railway bridge across to Furborn. Look at that for a view back along the estuary, guys. That is something else. Isn't that something else? The scenery is absolutely magical. As we ascend, it gives you a real sense of what the area is like. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Nice Cader Idris straight ahead there, with a little bothy on top. That is the obviously the railway bridge, and then the town of Furborn, just over there. All of the sandbanks. Little cafe there, just on the edge of Barmouth town. Yeah, get the hang of this helicopter now, nice and smooth. We'll just fly along the train tracks there, and then we'll go into Barmouth town itself. 30 minutes into the stream, guys. I hope you're enjoying this. Slightly different content, showing you a wonderful part of the world where I was actually conceived, believe it or not, in the Indian summer of 1972. And I've been here every year since, and it is one of my favourite go-to places. In fact, I call it a second home. It's absolutely beautiful. What an incredible part of the world. If you ever get the opportunity, guys, Barmouth, North Wales. And there's the tunnel, the train bridge into the town itself. That's the harbour, full of little restaurants, seafood restaurants and cafes. The yacht club, main car park of the town. Have a lovely church there, which I think somebody's modelled as well, up on the hillside. I think that's it there. It's actually further over that way, isn't it? But anyway, you get the idea. A lovely coastal town. In fact, the church is there, just up that hill. But they can't model everything, can? Oh no, there's the church, guys. Sorry. Yeah, they have put a church in. So I've just seen the spire for it. Is that it? Let's not stress about it, it's only a church. But then you've got the coast road, which is up this way. So if we go back up to the coast road here, we've got some tennis courts and football pitches and stuff like that here. This is the main coast road now, guys, that takes you back north out of Barmouth through up towards Taliban. So there's a number of lovely caravan parks and campsites along this road. I'll point them out as we get to them. Famous pub called the Monk Pub, just on that corner there. There's another campsite down there, guys. You can just see it there, all the caravans laid out. Hendra Manak. Main coast road now. Lovely little graveyard on this hill on the left hand side with wonderful views across the sea. What a place that must be to be buried. So peaceful and lovely. There they are. In fact, there it is. You can see it there, all the gravestones. And then as you drive along here, it just opens up. We've got Car Daniel caravan park here. I mean, this is all full of houses, but it's not houses, they're actually caravans. And the railway tracks here all the way along the seafront. This is a caravan park, believe it or not. There's the main road that takes you up and out of the caravan park, back onto the coast road. There's a great pub just here called the Wayside. That's it there, guys. We're going to keep rolling. And then we've got another caravan park where my auntie used to have a caravan called Sunny Sands. Many people know it who are familiar with the area. And just as we go right and then left here is the entrance to Sunny Sands Caravan Park. And we will take a little detour, maybe land on the beach. This is the entrance to Sunny Sands. Curves around a few places. That building definitely isn't there, it's a farmhouse. But we've camped in this field just here ahead of you. There's a little blue bridge. In fact, the bridge is there, it's been modelled. That takes you over the train tracks. There's the farmhouse. And here is the main caravan site. The Horizons Club there on the front next to the beach. And this is where my auntie's caravan was situated, guys, right on the seafront. Yeah, they are little, they actually have modelled them like little caravans, fair play to them, and they've all got satellite dishes on as well. That's incredible. But my auntie's caravan was this one right here, right on the edge of the caravan park. And just look at that view as we've landed. That is the view, guys, that we used to have from the caravan. Wonderful. Oh, the fun times I've had in that little place over the years. Incredible childhood memories. Sadly, my mother passed away in February, and this was a place that she absolutely loved, and myself, brother and my sister are going to be taking a trip to scatter some ashes just on that beach in front of where the caravan used to be. So there'll always be a little part of her in one of her favourite places. Right then, let's head back up the coast, guys. There's the New Horizons Club, the remainder of the campsite. And many more caravan sites and camping sites along here. There's a number of farms, just as you can see here. Nigel Mansell, the ex-racing driver, the ex-F1 driver, has got a restaurant here called 15s, which is just here. In fact, it will be that building right there. That's 15s, this building here. Nigel Mansell's restaurant. That is definitely it as well. Okay, let's go flying, let's carry on. 40 minutes into the stream, guys. We're probably going to be flying for another 5 or 10 minutes, just taking the views, enjoy the wonderfulness that is the northwest Wales coastline. The Limb Peninsula you can see there off in the distance, that takes you out towards Bardsey Island, with Anglesey further on around the corner there to the left. But yeah, you could fly around here all day long. It's absolutely incredible, beautiful part of the world, incredible scenery. Trying to get some speed up, guys, and get us where we need to be as soon as we can. Trying to get over to Porthmadog. That's probably as low as I'm going to get it flying, guys. We're nearly touching the grass. I think we're coming up on Shell Island again now, and the airfield where we started the flight today. That's definitely the airport. Yeah, there we are. There's the runways. We'll skim past Harlech Castle again. We'll shoot up the coast and we'll head up to Porthmadog. Have a quick look around Porthmadog, and then we'll land somewhere with a very lovely view. And yeah, we'll have a little bit of ASMR with some sightseeing before we leave the stream today. And here's that view again, guys. Here's that view again. Incredible. Look at that. Stunning. Look at that for a view. Isn't that an incredible beach? It's 2.5 hour drive from my home. This, to have this on your doorstep is absolutely incredible. It really is. Just fly over close to Harlech Castle again, guys, very quickly. I might just get another screenshot of this while we're here. Straight over the castle, follow the coast road down, head straight for Porthmadog. There's the train tracks again. Oh, easy tiger, easy now. Getting a bit close to them trees. It's a lovely drive this, you know, all along this coast road, anywhere in North Wales. I mean, just look at that. You've got Snowdon over there to the left. Absolutely fabulous. Incredible part of the world, Snowdonia National Park. If you aren't from the UK and you do get a chance to come here, please endeavour to visit Wales, because it is simply one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to in the world, and trust me, I've been around it a lot. Oh, just move that tree out of the way, and that one. Easy, tiger. I mean, just look at that scenery. What more could you want? We're not going to do a shortcut here, guys. We'll stick to the way that you enter into Porthmadog, because there's a lovely seawall and another toll bridge on your way into the town, and that's got some remarkable views as well. Look at the detail on this. I think the main coast road is further over there to the right. Or is that the train tracks? No, it's the train tracks. I think the road's here. But the road and the train tracks do meet at this point anyway. Yeah, there's the road. And you make a left turn off to the toll, which isn't that way. Or is it? Might be. Yeah, there we go. There's the toll bridge. Again, the views, unreal. Look at that. Never knew there was an island there. That's interesting. That'd be good to visit one day. Well, I hope you enjoyed this kind of an SMR flight with commentary and knowledge and information about the local area. Something a bit different on the channel. Did a similar flight when I first started the channel about 2 or 3 years ago, down to Betsy Coed from the coast in Colwyn Bay. That was rather enjoyable. Trying to find Porthmadog itself. I think this might be the town, but was it further over? Maybe. Is that Porthmadog? I think that's Porthmadog over there. Just trying to get my bearings. Yeah, there's the seawall. That was the old toll road that you used to have to pay at. I do remember it now, the one that we looked at before, where it was like a bridge. This is the one I'm referring to. Where the train runs along the side. But yeah, as you drive across this, if you just look to your right hand side as you're driving into Porthmadog, that is your view, guys. That is your view. Look at that. That's identical to the world. I can verify it. I've stopped and took pictures of that view before now. So yes, this is the town of Porthmadog in Gwynedd, North Wales. And this is the town itself, guys. Porthmadog, the harbour. We've even got boats down there, lovely, look at that. And as we head north from Porthmadog, we'll go to Portmeirion, which is where they filmed the iconic 1960s UK TV series, The Prisoner, featuring Patrick Magoo. I think it was Magoo. But yeah, as we go around the coast here, this is all again still Porthmadog, beautiful part of the world. And then as we come out, this is the very southern edge of the Llyn, as you say in Welsh, Llyn Peninsula, and we should have Portmeirion around here. And it'd be a shame if that's not been modelled, because it's absolutely breathtaking. Is that Porthmadog? I think it could well be, guys. Yes, I think it is, because there's the beach. Saying that though, there is a hotel there. Is that Porthmadog? Look at the mountains though, isn't that something? Is that Porthmadog? Sorry, Portmeirion. Tell you what. Could well be, but there is a swimming pool and stuff there, which you'd think the satellite imagery would have caught. Let's just have a look further up the coast. No, I think that was Portmeirion. But essentially an entrepreneur in the early 1900s built a replica Italian village because of his love for Italy. And when you're there on a lovely warm summer's day, you literally you could easily be in Sorrento or a lovely part of the Amalfi Coast. That's how impressive it is, and it's an entire village. There's hotels in there that cost you hundreds of pounds per night to stay there for one night. It is simply a lovely, lovely place, and totally unexpected if you've never been. You walk into the place and it literally transforms you to the Mediterranean, transports you rather to the Mediterranean. Yeah, I think that was Portmeirion we've just passed. It's a shame that's not been modelled accurately. I think we're coming up to a place called Criccieth now, where there's another castle. I think this is Criccieth here. There's a castle on top of the hill. We'll just see if that castle is there, and then I think we'll call it a day for this stream, guys. But yeah, you can see what the coastline is like around here. Wonderful sandy beaches. Again, I think that's the railway tracks running along the coast. But yeah, this is Criccieth, and I do believe that is the castle on top of the hill. Has it been modelled? We'll soon find out. Yeah, it's definitely Criccieth. There's a lovely little ice cream shop just on this corner there that I'm flying over right now, but the castle should be here, and it's not. There's a lovely little road that just takes you back down to the seafront here. Yeah, that's definitely Criccieth. There's no castle there. That's a shame, isn't it? Right, we'll just we'll land on this mountain top here now, on the mountain top with that view back towards Barmouth. We've done some serious miles today on this flight, guys. We've been up and down that coastline a couple of times. But I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been something a bit different. Let's just see if we can get this baby down. And there we have it, guys. We are down. And that is your view. We will leave you with a zoomed in view of Criccieth and the North Wales coastline, and that's looking back to Barmouth Bay. In fact, there is Barmouth right in the centre of your shot, guys. And there is Snowdon. Well, that's our view, guys. We'll leave it there, shall we? What a wonderful shot. I'll see you on the next stream. 57 minutes into the stream now. Thanks for coming along for the journey. It's been different. Hope you've enjoyed it. Some ASMR with commentary and information about the local area. From North Wales, we'll see you on the next one. And thank you so much indeed for coming along. Take care now. Bye bye.